Hello and welcome back to another edition of Raw Out of 10 on the Wrestle Debate. And after AEW's incredible Double or Nothing show over the weekend, can WWE live up to it and become just as good? That would be almost impossible. But can WWE put on a good show? Let's find out. So NXT superstars were in the crowd, just like they do in AEW, and this improved the show no end in my opinion. Definitely felt much more like a normal show, and WWE should definitely have done this sooner. But it made a huge impact, and definitely was a lot better than what we've been used to. But anyway, the show opened with the Kevin Owens show interviewing Asuka, but they were soon interrupted by Charlotte Flair, who said the Raw Women's Champion should have been handed to her because Asuka's never beaten her. They were then interrupted by Natalya and Nia Jax. So Asuka fought Jax and Flair fought Natalya, and yeah, all ended in a big brawl. It was alright, built to the match fine later. Excited to see Asuka defend her championship because she's just great. So I'm going to give it a 6.5 out of 10. Our first match was a pretty big upset in my honest opinion. The United States Championship match with Apollo Crews defeating Andrade to become new United States Champion. Halfway through the match, WWE cut away for an Angel Garza interview. Crews won with a standing shooting star press, winning his first championship in WWE. After the match, Crews was interviewed and Andrade used one of the clangy poles to aimlessly attack the backstage area. This was really good, a great match as you'd expect between the two. And yeah, I'm delighted for Crews. Just worry where Andrade goes next. Maybe onto Drew, but undoubtedly he'd lose that. And he's already fought Drew twice, so I don't really know. His stable fell to bits, or at least that's what I thought. But overall, I'm going to give it a 6.75 just for the match alone because it was really good. Seth Rollins then cut a promo on Rey Mysterio's mask backstage. Mysterio will have a retirement ceremony hosted by Rollins on next week's Raw. Oh, I wonder what's going to happen. The Iconics then apologised to each other. They were interrupted by Bliss and Cross argue with the Iconics about friendship. Peyton and Billy attacked them and posed with the women's tag titles. So it looks like that storyline's been scrapped after a week. And then I imagine the Iconics will just win the tag titles at Backlash because Vince McMahon just decides things how he wants to decide things. Just doesn't care what's happened in the past. But then Drew McIntyre was a guest on the MVP's VIP lounge. MVP said that when offered to manage McIntyre, McIntyre claymored him. He decided he would end McIntyre championship run when Lashley was brought out and McIntyre claymored MVP again. Put McIntyre over. MVP entertaining as ever. Lashley really didn't play a part in this match, but it was alright I suppose. I'm not really going to grade it, but it was fine. And then, wait for it, Angel Garza defeated Kevin Owens. Yes, I know, how the hell has this happened? Garza attacked Owens during Owens' entrance and hit the wing clipper to win the match and score an upset. I mean, I couldn't believe this when I saw it. Just wasn't even concentrating that much. Oh, Owens is going to win. And then suddenly Garza hit it 1, 2, 3 and I couldn't believe it. The match was quite short. I just didn't really know what to think about it. Will Owens be harmed by it? Surely Garza can build on this. Who knows? I can't really grade this without knowing what's going to happen in the future. So I'm going to give it a 6.25 out of 10, kind of average. The Street Profits and Viking Raiders then played a game of golf. This wasn't good in the first week, let alone in the fourth week or the third week or whatever we're at now. Just stop it. Make these two serious tag teams. These two are the top tag teams on Monday Night Raw. I mean, man, it's just so bad. Tag team division in WWE is just such a mess. Hated this. 5 out of 10. And they're playing shitting bowling next week. Woohoo. Lana and MVP were arguing about Bobby Lashley. Meh. And then we moved on to another surprise result. Murphy and Austin Theory defeating Aleister Black and Humberto Carrillo. Theory actually got the win here. What is happening to Zelina Vega's job squad ever since they split up? Theory pinned Carrillo after an ATL. After the match, Rollins threatened to put that doesn't make sense. Rollins threatened to pull Carrillo's eyes out, like he did to Mysterio if Black didn't stand down. Black v Rollins will happen on next week's episode, so Rollins is going to be quite busy with his whole Rey Mysterio thing. Can't wait. Woohoo! I'm going to give it a 6.5 out of 10. Good to see Rollins' crew getting the win, and hopefully they'll be a serious threat. Edge then talked about the greatest wrestling match ever, that hasn't even happened yet, between him and Randy Orton. And then MVP confronted the Street Profits for being clowns. Well done, MVP. They made fun of him for getting kicked in the face by Drew McIntyre. This set up the Street Profits v MVP and Lashley for the main event. But well done, MVP, I salute you. Then we move on to the one result on the card that wasn't that surprising. The Raw Women's Championship match, the number one contender match between Nia Jax, Natalya and Charlotte Flair. Nia Jax won a fairly competitive match, actually, a really good match with a Samoan drop on Natalya. I said before I don't mind Jax getting the title opportunity, and I think she got put over here. She was really good, as was Natty and Charlotte, so I'm going to give this a 7 out of 10. RTruth and Rob Gronkowski then cut promos on each other, which including Gronk calling Truth "our lies." Hilarious. Please can we take 24/7 title off Gronk now? Then Ric Flair reckons Randy Orton will defeat Edge in, of course, the greatest wrestling match ever. Liv Morgan still doesn't know who she is. She's been living for, 30 years now? Just under? Just over? Don't know. Surely she's worked it out by now. If not, I would have given up all hope. And then it was the main event time. The Raw Tag Team Champions, the Street Profits, defeating MVP and Lashley when Lashley refused to release a full Nelson and got his team disqualified. After the match, Lashley and McIntyre brawled and they had to break it up. You know how it goes. Not much social distancing going on there. But alright, it was alright match. Kind of like the ending. Built up between two monsters fighting. The match is alright. I'm going to give it a 6.5 out of 10. Overall this week, Raw is getting a 6.5 out of 10. A good show for Raw this week, judging on other weeks. Really enjoyed the triple threat women's match. Apollo Andrade, great match. I think every segment was pretty good except for the golf segment, which was a bit crap. But oh well, except for that, it's a pretty decent show, so 6.5 out of 10. And that's it for today's show. Thanks very much for watching. Like, share, subscribe. Give us a comment about what you thought of Raw in the description below. Subscribe to my other channels on screen now. Follow our Twitter for daily wrestling news. And I'll also be doing a live video of my punishment for AEW Double or Nothing, where I'll be locked in a tiny little shed for an hour because I'm quite claustrophobic. So that'll be great fun. Make sure you watch that. Thanks for watching. Bye.